recording is in progress. Hello, everybody. This is an interview with Sachie Endo from EIL Japan because
Hi.
these people has gone through the certification process that the Federation proposed. And we're having this small talk, this small conversation to check how was it, the impressions and lessons learned, and so on and so forth. So, Sachie, please briefly introduce EIL Japan, what it does, what is its mission?
So EIL Japan established in 1956, and we have provided various kinds of international educational programs. And currently, the main program we offer is high school exchange programs. So we send more than 100 students to various countries every year.
To which countries?
So,
to Spain, to Italy, to
yes, of course, Spain. The majority is most of the students go to English-speaking countries like United States, Canada, Australia, but certain number of students goes to Europe and South America and even Africa. So,
and you receive students as well.
Yes.
From which country?
Almost same, but we usually receive students from United States, Canada, Australia, Germany, France, Italy, Denmark. Such countries.
All over the world, actually.
Yes. It's quite fun to meet students from various countries, and they love Japan. So it's good to see that people who come to enjoy life in Japan.
And tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you come to the organization? How long have you been with EIL Japan?
I participated in short-term program, summer immersion program in UK when I was in university. And then I started working at EIL Japan soon after I graduated from university. So actually, I have worked for EIL for almost 30 years.
30 years?
So I think I am the oldest staff.
You're the oldest staff
at EIL Japan, except for our president, Nobuko. Of course, she's the oldest, but I'm the second, I think.
So you have seen so many things during all these years, right?
I think so, because I worked for many programs, both outbound programs and incoming programs. So I think I've seen a lot of cases. So maybe that's why I was assigned to this work. I mean, this certification process.
After all these many years, you decided to get into this certification process. And how was it? Why did you decide to get involved? Tell us a little bit about the process of the certificate.
Actually, Hiro asked me to take care of this.
Hiro is the director, I guess.
Yes. But I think maybe he thinks that, as I said, I have worked for many programs in the past, so maybe he thought that I was appropriate person to take care of this job.
And
so at the beginning, I was a little bit worried because if I was able to meet, if I was able to do this huge task.
But finally, you perform fabulous, actually.
That's great.
Yes, yes, it is. And the process has a serial of external consultants, right? One of Japanese origin and another from a Mexican origin, I think. How was the work with them? How was the most difficult to explain? And what was the easiest thing to explain?
To the assessors?
Yes.
Because at the beginning, I was not sure how much information we have to present and what information actually they require. So I just follow the guidelines and try to...
You follow the book.
Try. Yes. So, and I try to submit the accurate information to them. And but later I found that my explanation was not good. I needed to give them more explanation about the evidence so that they can understand better. So later I tried to include more explanation with the evidence so that they can understand. So, but they both are so supportive and try to understand what we presented them. So we really thank them for their cooperation, especially with Mr. Umezawa. He came to our office for site visit and he took time to listen to our explanation and reported it to Paula. So he did he worked so hard for us. So we really appreciated him.
Because the assessor team is always somebody from the country and somebody from outside. We call it internal. Sometimes it's even from the own organization, and sometimes it's from completely outside the organization. So you get these 2 point of views, right? But in this case, 2 of them were from outside the organization, one Japanese and the other from out of Japan. But I think it works wonderful. And the certification has 5 practice areas: responsible practice, safe and security, program development, monitoring and evaluation, and homestay. And Japan has performed amazingly, outstanding score. But which one was the most difficult and why from these 5 practice areas?
I think so. Maybe program development, I suppose, because with the program operation, maybe I can answer quite well. But with the program development, I'm not very involved in that area at EIL Japan, so I had to ask my colleagues to help a lot.
So you need actually to organize a team to answer all these questions, right? To meet all the requirements.
So each time I had question, I didn't know what answer we have to give. So then I would ask Hiro or other staff to help me to give good answers for that.
And you people as an organization, what have you learned from the process? Because it's take time and you need to answer questions, show evidence. Somebody comes to your organization, knock on the door, let me know. What have you learned from this process?
I think it was good chance for me or to us to see how we operate our programs and so it was a good opportunity for us first. And the questions show us what we are expected from as an organization. and what kind of improvement we should have in the future. So it helps us to be more trustworthy organization, I think.
Right. And you as professional, you, Sachie, what have you learned from this process?
That's quite difficult questions for me. So I try to make my explanation clearly and accurately to the assessors. And when we explain about our programs to people, usually they have already have certain knowledge about our program, or so we don't have to try to explain objectively in a way. But this time we have to explain about ourselves to the people outside of our organization, and then they don't know much about us. So I try to find a way to explanation which should be sorry it's very difficult to explain, so that they can understand better.
So it's an exercise of transparency, right? You need to be transparent to let other people understand what do you do. And sometimes I think that it's also an exercise of accountability, right? That you're able to open your doors and explain, this is how it goes. Everything is clear, and we want to improve ourselves or learn from other people and so on. It's a little exercise, I think. And would you recommend it to other organizations to go through this certification process?
Yeah, of course, because becoming a certified organization would be a good kind of asset for the organization, and this process itself would teach organization a lot. So I would recommend.
Okay, so this is it. That's just a small question, and let me congratulate your team. It's a wonderful job, a wonderful performance with the certification. The certification committee was really impressed by your performance, and
thank you.
It's a wonderful opportunity to talk to you, actually.
Thank you very much.
It's important that we from the Federation begin linking each other a little by little to build this federation we are building together. So thank you so much. Thank you
so much
time, and I hope we see you sometime somewhere. We don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I saw you at yoga session. So maybe we will see you again.
Okay, we'll meet again in the next yoga meeting.
Yes. Yeah, thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time. Thank you so much.
Yeah.